Hello, God bless, Leroy here, in Camper the Fury. I played round the corner as I shared on the last video to stay out of the scorching sun, which I had heat stroke from yesterday. I really felt quite bad for the rest of the day. And here I am today, as I've already showed my new sign, which is clearly saying in big writing, "Can you help, please?" In English and Italian. Puoi aiutarmi, per favore. It's clearly displayed in big writing, "Can you help, please?" 10 cents, as I did the same a couple of months ago. The guitar I've got's got problems. The tuners, one of the tuners is completely broken, and two of the others are on their way out too. So I calculated worst case scenario in the hashtag zombie survival game. That, well, up to now, the number of adults that have walked through Camper the Fury and the other section I've sat in today is fair to say at least 1,000. So 1,000 adults will walk past the writer of 32 songs in this square and to the side of the square up to now minimum, probably double that. And their total amount of compassion is one single adult will offer any compassion out of 1,000 adults. In the alternative reality, which I wrote in Agrigento, well, if those 1,000 adults would have said yes for a token value of 10 centesimi, 10 cents of compassion, which they ultimately do not have, whether it be a homeless brother or sister on their knees, many of my best friends in my journey, they do not have the token value of 10 cents, 10 centesimi of appreciation for music or art or compassion, whether it be homeless brother or sister on their knees or writer of 32 songs in this square. This is what's going on the side of the camera in the direction I'm pointing now, where sadly it's blocked by the cleanup crew, who I know all of them too. And there's lots of good people in Camper the Fury, the ones that can see, my friends, the market traders, Geordie Restaurant, and there's the ones that can see. And all of the moving ones, nearly every single moving one, whether it be the lady with one leg and the other beggars across the square, or a writer of 32 songs, they fiercely insist on keeping on moving and rejecting fiercely music, art, and compassion. Not with even, "Hello, how are you? Lovely day, isn't it?" They're ultimately determined to keep walking, checking the ground, checking themselves, checking the ground, checking themselves, and avoid of all compassion. I meet one of the good ones every now and again. And in 5 hours today, or 6 hours, now it's 6 hours, correction, 6 hours today in Rome. In 6 hours, it takes 6 hours for a writer of 32 songs in this square and two in another square close by. And other writing in Rome in the past too. Writer of 32 songs receives a token gesture from one single adult out of what, 2,000? It's fair to say at least 1,000. In their alternative reality, which I've calculated, whether it be my position, whether it be a homeless brother's or sister's position, whether it be another writer, artist, poet, musician. Happy reality day, children of reality. Well, what's 1,000 times 10 cents? What is it? I'm sitting here now with 80 cents, and that was a gift from one of the market traders. So if they would have offered 10 cents, what would be my position now? Or anyone else's position? Whether it be a begging brother or sister, homeless brother or sister, writer, artist, poet, musician. Well, it's not rocket science, is it? 1,000 times 10 cents is 100 euros. They do not have 10 cents, I repeat, they do not have 10 cents when even asked with a displayed sign for a writer of 32 songs in this square. They refuse to have any compassion, any appreciation, or any care, or even awareness that anything is taking place. Most of them choose not to even detect the information. They choose not to question there could be some information in the books, which are clearly displayed next to my page. So this is their results for a writer of 32 songs in this square. How many others have written 32 songs in Camper the Fury? They reject absolutely everything. They can visibly see and hear while I'm speaking in Italian. They can visibly see and hear that I am teaching the children on repeat, saying God help the children on repeat, Diris Bambini on repeat. They reject absolutely everything they see and everything they hear, and refuse to acknowledge music or art, and refuse, bella cabello, ciao ciao, happy reality day. They refuse to acknowledge music or art. They refuse to have any compassion whatsoever. What's the difference between my position or a homeless brother or sister that I've met in my journey and the homeless brothers and sisters and beggars here? Fundamentally, there isn't one. They refuse to have compassion. Fiercely, fiercely refuse, even when asked in big writing, visibly displayed, can you help please, 10 cents. That's what's displayed on my sign. Next to the guitar case with pens and books, it's pretty obvious I'm a writer, and their answer, like it was last time, I've had a couple of good days in the last few days, their answer on repeat to one simple question displayed in their language and English too. Can you help please? New guitar. Nuovo chitarra. Can you help please? 10 cents. The writing is displayed next to the writer in big pink writing, and 99% of them continue day in, day out of the moving adult society. Their answer, even when they see the sign, and some of them do, some of them see it, they look at it, oh, interesting, and then they keep walking. They'll look at it, they'll hear the sound of the instrument, then they'll keep walking. They'll notice some books and some art, then they keep walking. They'll notice a brother or sister on their knees, then they keep walking. And that's what they've been doing for 10 years. The selfishness is their disease, and that's what they have, a disease called narcissism. The emptiness is their disease. Their total rejection of music and art is their disease. Their total rejection of compassion too. They don't have the skill of even that. Even outside the church doors, which I've now played outside 100 churches in Italy, for sure. I've documented their behavior very, very closely while doing the symbol of the cross, while rejecting compassion at exactly the same moment, while doing the symbol of the cross, rejecting music and art at the very same moment, while doing the symbol of the cross and going inside the church and back outside the church. Ciao, ciao, happy reality day, churches. They'll reject music and art and compassion even while walking through the church doors and back out, and even while doing the symbol of the cross next to statues and outside churches. The adult society, the point I make is this, for many years they reject absolutely everything. They even take their children away from the music and art and passing their screens. They are rejecting absolutely everything, refusing to acknowledge big words written down. I'm not saying this for the sake of me, I'm saying this for the sake of everyone. They are refusing to acknowledge art and are refusing to have any compassion whatsoever. If that's their results for a writer, what is it for a homeless brother or sister? Well, like I've said on many videos, they've been my best friends in many places, homeless brothers and sisters and begging brothers and sisters too. They don't have the skill of compassion. Imagine this scenario. I'm sitting here as a homeless brother or sister just, well, I've got to eat, haven't I need some hashtag zombie survival food. How many of them would have given anything at all? Well, in 6 hours in Rome, this is their response. Their response is, Kinder reality ever since they happy reality, they turn the reality. Their response is this. They don't have a response. They just continue and just continue and just continue and just continue and just continue till the end of their unbelievably selfish dead walk with their total rejection of everything. They could be 1 single meter away and detect exactly what's being said and still reject it. In English or Italian, it makes no difference whatsoever. I played with many artists, sat with many world-class artists. 99% on a bad day in Rome, it's 100%. They are rejecting absolutely everything in favor of one single thing only, their remarkably selfish selves. God bless.